Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Hafezee bin Ismail. My metric number is S50499 and my supervisor is Sir Muhammad Rizal bin Ismail. In this video, I will explain about my final year project. My final year project title is Factor of Determinant Implementation of Short Sea Shipping Industry to Operating at Port in Terengganu. Short sea shipping (SSS) is a term for sea freight transport, usually cargo by ships along the coast to and from nearby islands, in inland waters such as lakes and waterways, but without crossing the ocean. But such services are not available in Terengganu. This is due to weakness in various aspects, especially facilities at the port in Terengganu and the other factors. Terengganu have potential to grow the short distance distribution industry via the port of Kemaman as the main port. To run the short sea shipping industry to ship goods to any nearby state or nearby country, the short sea shipping factor of implement must be taken into account from various angles to ensure this industry can be implemented. This research aims to identify any factor that can influence in short sea shipping industry to implement in port of Terengganu. For the problem statement, in Terengganu, the short sea shipping industry also still does not exist in Terengganu. The delivery of goods or cargo for short distance is still rely on the roadway and has caused congestion and often the occurrence of delayed arriving and damaged goods. This is due to weakness in various aspects, especially facilities at the port in Terengganu and the other factors that cause the short sea shipping industry cannot be implemented and did not get a favorable market to operation. Therefore, the objective of this research is to identify the factor that can influence short sea shipping industry to implement in Port of Terengganu and to rank the factor that influencing the short sea shipping industry to implement in Terengganu. Literature review. Many literature studies has been chosen by using a previous journal, mostly journal not over than 10 years published. It is about the factor of determinant implementation of SSS and structure of SSS. For example, factor economic value, port facilities and efficiency, logistic and supply chain operation, cost maintenance of SSS and dedicate SSS terminal at port. Methodology. This research using a quantitative research to produce tangible result. Data information was being collected using a questionnaire form from an expert respondent in this field. For the sampling, as many 20 respondents required consisting of seaport, freight forwarding agent, shipping line worker and government who has a knowledge in this field to answer the question about SSS industry. Mostly, respondents have a year experience in their field 10 years and above, and its position are executive, manager and senior manager. It can be said an expert respondent. Apart from that, AHP method was being used as a data analysis. The AHP method is one of the multi-criteria decision-making approach used by the hierarchical process system to conduct extensive evaluation and final decision one of the cause of a particular problem. From the figure 1, we can know the AHP protocol by follow its step. Step 1 to identification factor through a literature review and from the expert respondent. Step 2 make a development of a generic model for the factor influencing SSS industry to implement that was consist goal, criteria and sub-criteria. Step 3 is make a pairwise comparison and calculate to know the weight of each main criteria and sub-criteria. After estimation the weight, make a consistency check to know the CR of main criteria. For the result, this is a way to calculate CR for main criteria in this research. The CR value of the main criteria is known to be 0.0103. This means that the degree of consistency in the pairwise comparison is acceptable because the CR value is less than 0.1. The same calculation procedure is applied to rank the sub-criteria. The weight values and consistency ratio values for sub-criteria are shown in table 5. Based on table, the result has shown that port facilities and efficiency is the main factor with weight value 0.410 that can be considered and influence the implementation short sea shipping industry, followed by economic value 0.326 and logistic and supply chain operation 0.263. All the CR value of sub-criteria also acceptable because less than 0.1. Weight of each sub-criteria also can be determined. And for the result ranking of sub-criteria based on global weight, we can see that sub-criteria rank number 1 to 9. For the most important sub-criteria, crane cargo handling capacity rank no 1, service demand responsive to market needs, no 2, and followed by freight movement, no 3. For the discussion, 3 priority factors that influencing implementation of SSS. The HHP results have shown that port facilities and its efficiency are the main factor to consider for implementation for short sea shipping industry. Crane cargo handling equipment capacity is the important thing that can influencing short sea shipping industry. According to the Linda 2010, ports are sometimes need to make additional investment in cargo handling equipment capacity to assure the port continue grow and provide more service. The second ranking important criteria is service demand responsive to market needs that influencing the implementation of the SSS. This is because the development for the industry is also related to the demand for market needs and transportation service. Apart from that, the third most important ranking is the freight movement. In assessing the viability of SSS, the movement of freight throughout the area must be considered whether there is always a flow or not. It is important to ensure that logistic operation always run smoothly using good multimodal transportation. In conclusion, the top 1 main factor that is port facilities and efficiency. Meanwhile, for the top 3 sub-factors based on global weight are crane cargo handling equipment capacity 0.1976, service demand responsive to market needs 0.1551, and freight movement 0.1130. Consequently, the study will be raising awareness and as a blueprint to maritime industry and local freight forwarding agent during development and enhancement the buy-perform service. Thank you for watching my video.